How do we look up here? Okay. Hi, hi guys. It's Miss Brenda and me here in San Francisco. We're here in San Francisco doing a gear I use video on the 85mm Canon L lens f1.2. This is a pretty legendary lens. Let's see. Get down on it. There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And when I found out that I could shoot some Canon glass on my Sony bodies, this is one of the lenses I was really excited about. Why? Well, it's really simple, f1.2. So I have it on the Metabones Mark IV adapter on my Sony a7R II. And yes, I am indeed a wide aperture whore. I love wide aperture lenses. I love shooting them wide open, and we're gonna share it with you. I've had this lens for about a month now, and I've been able to shoot a variety of different things. Well, I'm gonna share some shots with you and share some thoughts. You ready?
Yes.
Shots and thoughts?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm shooting wide open with a bunch of hair rolling in front of her face. We're gonna see if we get the eyes right in this. I love the colors this lens produces. I love the fall off. It's truly remarkable. Now, something that should be stated is, like the Sony, I have, I think, 6 85mm lenses. I'm gonna do a shootout between all of them, but the 85G Master has tremendous circular bokeh. This definitely has more of a football shaped type bokeh. The point of getting a lens like this is for the wide aperture. That 1.2 is just so stunning, and it just wipes everything out. It is just remarkable. 1, 2, 3. And that's Alcatraz in the background. Now I can already hear people saying, well, why would you come here just to shoot it and not get Alcatraz in the background? Just for you guys at home, I'll stop down and put Alcatraz back there. It's pretty. I shot those at f4. There we have Laurel and Hardy in the background over there. Let's take you down here so we can get around the Addams family here. Yeah, right here. I'm shooting these at f4. And again, I'm only doing this because I can already hear people saying, what's it like at f4? Why would you come to San Francisco and shoot it and not have Alcatraz in the back? So I'm doing this just for you guys who say that kind of stuff. All right, now that we got that out of our system, I'm gonna go back to 1.2 where a lens like this belongs. Guys, you don't spend $2,000 on a lens that's a 1.2 to shoot it at f4. And that gives such a beautiful look where she just really just pops out of that image. It's so creamy. It's just, and to be honest with you, it's so professional looking. It's different, guys. I think one of the main characteristics between professional photography and the pictures that everybody else take, well, quite frankly, it's use of aperture. It's the usage of aperture. It's the usage of the ability to understand how aperture impacts your shots, and it's actually utilizing lenses that can really provide those results for you, like a lens like this. Let's take a look at the lens itself. It has obviously autofocus, manual focus button here that all higher end lenses have. It doesn't have a stepless aperture ring. That's something that that I would love to have on this. That's something on the G Master that's nice that this one doesn't have. The focus ring is very smooth, so you can really get some great results. Actually, we'll record some footage of that real quick to show you just how nice and smooth that is. But that's about it that comes on the lens. It's very hefty. It feels great in the hand, and for me and my purposes, it focuses really well. As many of you know, I shoot a lot of one-handed type photography, and that's continued with the Metabones adapters with some of these heavier Canon lenses, as well as my Sony lenses. So beautiful, beautiful lens. All right, guys, so just doing a little bit of focus testing here with the lens. That's the Sigma 20mm in front over there. It's a Canon 135 in the back. And go all the way back to the background. Again, I'm using focus peaking to find my focus. So right there it's hitting that fence, as you can see. Go further back, there it's darting on the palm trees. Back to the fence. That Canon lens back there, and up to the Sigma lens. Right there. See, when you get those red, that's when you know you've nailed it. And when I shoot portraits, that's how I know I nailed it, because I'll get those demon eyes. This is focus peaking. Alright guys, I'm just going to record some of this in camera now. Back to the trees. That girl standing there. Canon lens. Up to the Sigma lens. That's about the minimum focus distance too. It's about a good yard away, good meter away or so. Let me show you something else that I use the focus peaking with and why I love it to be able to use this lens. Alright Brenda, honey, I'm gonna have you sit right over there now. Alright, so guys, when I'm filming, I'll tell you when to open your eyes. And when I'm shooting, what I'm looking for is that focus peaking to hit the eyes. So open the eyes, Brenda. See her eyes are red? That's how I know those eyes are spot focus. And Brenda's very trained. She knows when she hears the shutter click, she can close her eyes. Eyes open. Wow, just stunning. The colors and rendition and everything out of this lens is just truly amazing. And it should be for 2,000 bucks. Eyes open. Fantastic. Now let's take a look at some of the shots in the camera here. Look at that, guys. Spot on. I mean, look, that focus is spot on. Spot on, guys. That's at 1.2. When people say, oh, it's, you know, there is some chromatic aberration already occurring right there, as you can see. Canon lenses are known for chromatic aberration, they just are. But that's easily correctable in Lightroom. But when people say, you know, you get a lens and it's sharp at 2.2, guys, if I'm going to spend $2,000 on a lens that's 1.2, it better be sharp at 1.2. Otherwise, I'm not dropping $2,000 on it. You pair this lens with something like the A7R II, it is a very special combination. Now, those of you may be asking, wondering, well, oh, Jason, you need to shoot it at 1.2, it says 1.3. That's just a rounding thing. So when it says 1.3 there, it's just rounding. It actually is shooting it at 1.2. That's just a rounding thing with a Metabones adapter. Okay, now I'll go back to autofocus. Look right here, Brenda. So guys, yeah, I love this lens. I think it's fantastic. I think it works really well. I can see why Canon shooters have raved about it for years and years and years. When I shot Nikon and, you know, I heard about this lens, you know, it's just a lens that was not possible for us to even touch. You know, Nikon doesn't go below 1.4 with autofocus lenses. Some say it's because of the mount. Others say the mount has nothing to do with it. I say, who cares? The fact is they just don't have it. And that sucks if you're a Nikon shooter. Because being able to play with some of these really, really, really wide aperture lenses is really fun. It is a blast. Again, I did a video with the Metabones adapter showing you guys what works and what doesn't work. If you want more detailed information as to how the Canon lenses work with the Metabones adapter on a Sony body, you can certainly check that out. But yeah, I love the lens. I love being able to shoot at a really wide aperture and really just make that background fade away, you know. And if you want the shot where everything's in focus, here's what I always say: if you want the shot where, you know, you have more things in focus, well, all I gotta do is stop down and I make that happen. But if you have a lens that's stuck at f4, f2.8, well, you have no option to go with a wider aperture. Well, with a lens like this, you do. So, you know, I always tell people, once you've shot 1.4 or wider, it's kind of hard to shoot anything else in certain scenarios. Not to mention the fact that this lets in a lot of light. A lot of light. So I hope this has helped, guys. I really hope these Gear I Use videos are helping the community out there. From the response so far, it seems like they really are. And it's filling a void that I think exists, where people need to talk about the gear they actually utilize for their work versus something that was just sent to them by a camera store for a day or two. Because you really don't know something until you've actually had to use it for your work. But the colors on this lens are truly awesome. I love them. You saw them for yourself. You saw it in the video that we shot, and it just makes everything just look just gorgeous and dreamlike. So until next time, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams. You're just gonna sit around all day, you're gonna join me. Camera's that way.
I know.
Where would I go without her? So until next time, guys, keep shooting, never give up on your dreams. Find our gear that works for you.
And remember, you only have one chance to get it right. See you later.
They always switch it up. They always switch it up.
What?
Keep an open mind, and remember, you only have one chance to get it right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Charlie's Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Brenda. You guys are the best. Let's go home. You guys still here? Hello? Talking to you. Hey guys, if you want to learn online with me, go to patreon.com/JasonLanierPhotography, and you will be able to continue this craziness online from anywhere on planet Earth with me. If you want to join me live, go to JasonLanier.com/workshops, and you'll get to see me in my full glory live and in person, guys. I think there's a smudge on there. Yeah, I got it. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.